So last week I got this comment from Ria The Amazing on one of my videos. Hey there, I have a young 2-month-old chinchilla. There seems to be some controversy against giving a young chinchilla playtime. What do you recommend? And I thought to myself, this will be a great idea for a YouTube video. If you don't know, some people are actually against giving chinchillas playtime. They say things like, many chins have gotten injured, sick, or have died during playtime. Accidents happen. Now, there are many different perspectives you can look at this problem, so I'm going to be sharing my view on this topic. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that red subscribe button and turn on post notifications. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, before we look at why you should take your chinchilla out for playtime, we have to look from the perspective of someone who is against chinchilla playtime. Now, usually it's breeders who don't promote this chinchilla playtime because they are more concerned with the chinchilla's health. So, younger chinchillas can overheat very easily, and when they overheat, their blood sugar level drops, and that usually happens with them running and jumping too much. And, quote, if you see them lying on their side after playtime, it means they're exhausted, and in some cases provokes seizures. This is very scary to me, but that's not all. Some websites also say that younger chinchillas need to focus all their energy on growing, so it might not be the best idea to have them out for playtime. But also remember that chinchillas are prey animals, so they might be scared if you leave them out in the open during playtime and they won't really want to play. But don't worry, it's not as it sounds. I'm guessing most of you watching are not chinchilla breeders, so as pet keepers we also care very much about the happiness of our chinchillas. So after doing some research, in my opinion, if you have a younger chinchilla, the best options to do are to take them out for a shorter amount of time. So doing this, it means they won't get exhausted, maybe like 30 minutes or less depending on how old your chinchilla is. Also, watch them closely during playtime to make sure that they're not biting anything they're not supposed to, and also make sure they're okay, like they're not too exhausted, they're doing just fine. The next thing to do is keep the room cool. Now this is very important to prevent overheating. As you probably know, younger chinchillas are very prone to overheating. Giving them a place to hide if they feel threatened is very crucial. You probably want to provide them with a hut or something else that they can hide in if they want some room to themselves. Usually after a period of time, the chinchilla will warm up to you and like to hop on you. And I strongly advise you to have them in the same room as their cage during playtime, because without access to their cage, they have no food, no water, and they don't have the option of going back into the cage if they want to. So by giving them many options and having a fun play space, I think there is nothing wrong with letting a younger chinchilla out for playtime. Okay guys, now this is my opinion. Feel free to express how you feel about this in the comments below. I know this was a short one, but that's all for this week's video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!